Hello friends, today in this video we are going to see dynamic routing. So in this video we will be doing dynamic routing RIP version 2, routing information protocol version 2. So for that we will be using this topology with 3 routers, 3 switches and 3 end devices, and the address table for this all the devices is given over here. So we'll follow the same thing and we'll do it in Cisco packet tracer. So here is our topology: 3 routers, 3 switches and 3 end devices. So I have assigned the IP address to all the end devices and to the router interface. The thing we need to do is only routing. So I will just show the glance that I have assigned the IP address to the end devices. So this is first network. In this the IP address is 172.30.100.10 and subnet mask, and default gateway is 172.30.100.1. Similarly for the second network, it is IP address is 192.168.2.10 and mask, and the default gateway is 192.168.2.1. Similarly for the third network also, so IP configuration, so IP address is 10.0.1.10 and subnet mask, and the default gateway ID is 10.0.1.1. so everything I have assigned. And similarly for the router, so we'll be using these two networks to connect over to all these three networks. So for the interface FA0/0, we have given the default ID of this network, so here is it. And for serial 2/0, which is this one, we have assigned a IP addresses 209.165.200.233 and subnet mask is 255.255.255.252. And similarly, if we go to second router, there we can find three interfaces. First interface is this network, so fast Ethernet 0/0. So we'll give it as 192.168.2.1 and the subnet mask will be automatically generated. And similarly serial 2/0 and the subnet mask IP address is 209.165.200.234. and similarly for this one 3/0, 209.165.200.229. so this and these are two separate networks and these three are separate networks. So similarly for the third router also we have configured. I'll just show. Fast Ethernet 0/0 is connected to the default ID of the network, and serial 2/0 is given as 209.165.200.230 and the subnet mask that we have given. So the thing we need to do is routing. So first we'll connect these two networks, means this one using the third network. So I'll go to the first router and go to CLI command. There I will enable the router and I will go to configure terminal. There I will go to router RIP mode. So I'll give the command as router RIP. There I will choose the version as version 2, and there I will give command no auto summary. So next is we have to add the networks connected to this router. So the networks connected to this network is 172.30.100.0 and the other network is network, and network ID we will give here, so 209.165.200.232. so this thing is done for the router first, and now we'll go to the second router and again to CLI command. Again we'll configure terminal mode, and inside that router RIP, there we'll choose the as version 2. We'll give the command no auto, and next command we'll give the network attached to it. So this network is attached, so network 192.168.2.0, and the other network attached to this is means this one which is going down to first network. We won't give this network for the initial 209.165.200.232. so this is done from here. Now we'll try to send packet over from second network to first network, and we can see the progress here down. So it failed for the first time, and we'll try for the second time. So it is successful. And if we try to send packet from first network to third network, it won't go because we have not done the routing for the third router, and we have not passed it over from second network also. So we'll go to third network, and there we'll add this third network to the second network. So we'll go to CLI command, CLI interface. There we'll enable the router and we'll go to configure terminal mode. So and there we'll give router RIP, and inside that we'll choose the version as version 2, and no auto summary will give, and next is network attached to it is 10.0.1.0, and next network attached to it is 209.165.200.228, and this is done for the third router. And now again we'll go back to the second router. There we have not given this one serial 3/0 router ID, so there we'll add network 209.165.200.228, which is the network ID which is given over here. So we'll just press. So everything is done. We'll just try to send packets over from third to second network. So it's successful. If we try over from third network to first network, then also it's successful. So means all these things are working. We can see the routing table over from, we'll click the magnifying glass and we'll click any of the router, we'll click routing table, and this routing table is generated. Similarly, we can go for other routers also. If we want to check in CLI, so we can go to CLI of any of router. There we can give a show IP route command. So it will show the gateways for routing, and it will type R. So R stands for RIP. So everything is done. And for next, whether if you want to ping, you go to any of the end system, you go to command prompt, and there you type the command ping and the address. So the address is 10.0.1.10, means the third network. So it's saying the reply is coming from that network, means it's fine and our output is verified. Thank you for watching.